Yung coronavirus disease is a recent development or parang ano siya parang offshoot siya ng SARS, offshoot siya ng H1N1, yung mga regular flu, and then yung MERS-CoV. Um, kaya siya kaya siya na-observe ng buong mundo is particularly ang bilis kasi ng transmission niya. And then ang bilis ng mga taong nagkakaroon ng particularly in one of the province in China, which is Wuhan or Hubei. Bigla na lang ang daming tao na nagkakasakit, and then some of them dies instantly. So, and that's why it caught the minds of world expert to see ano yung kakaiba dito sa ganitong coronavirus. But basically, coronavirus, the reason why it's called corona is that because it looks like a two-dimensional thing. They look like a crown. That's why it's called corona. And it belongs to the viruses of the flu viruses, and that's why it's nCoV. N is novel, and then CO is corona, VI is virus, and D is disease. So, and then initially na-note siya in 2019. That's why yung official name niya ngayon is COVID-19. But it was initially described as nCoV respiratory distress symptoms or respiratory disease. May mga emerging na information saying that this disease is similar. Okay? But with recent observation, it is very transmissible. Ibig sabihin, madali kang mahawa nito. Pero it is not as fatal as SARS. Okay? Again, as far as corona is concerned, magkamukha sila ni SARS. Both, magkamukha sila ni MERS-CoV. So they're both from the corona family. But difference ito is very transmissible, madali siyang mahawa, pero yung death rate only in China. But people who went outside of China, hindi ganun kaano yung severity ng impact ng diseases. I guess it also talks about how isolated the people in China or the people in Wuhan province became when this outbreak. Kasi nung pag-outbreak, ang mga natira may mga sakit. Tapos yung mga healthy, naglabasan from other provinces. That's why yung ating alert was all people who came from China kasi nag-alisan sila. Yung mga natira na weak, elderly, sila yung mga nag-clock in as na namatay. So, in terms of ano yung difference nila, they belong the same family. They have different patterns of transmission kasi mas mabilis itong makahawa. Yung kanilang resistance to heat, hindi mo ma-describe kasi yung MERS is in Middle East, so hot yun. Yung SARS, yung great impact nun was in China pero dinala sa ibang bansa, so hindi mo masasabi na ano. And then this one, mainly confined in China. Okay. May tatlong na describe. One is airborne, one is air droplet, and one is surface contact. Okay. May mga viruses na airborne. Meaning, pagka may sakit na tao na airborne, dito, may airborne, andyan lang yan, umiikot yan. And ano yung example nun? Measles, chickenpox, they're airborne. Hindi mo kailangan ng droplets para maiano mo sila. Mahinga mo yan, makontak sa'yo, andyan na yan. Air droplets is that pagka nag-sneeze ka o nag-cough ka, nandun yung virus, and then kung saan siya pupunta, mapunta sa damit mo, mapunta sa mask mo, mapunta kung saan, yan yung pinaka-protection mo, pero dyan ka mahahawa. If you touch your surface, mapunta sa eyes mo, mapunta sa nose, sa ears, sa mouth, dyan ka mahahawa. And then yung surface contact. Surface contact naman, pag matching, tapos pumunta dito, magdadry yan, it can remain there. They say, they have documented that coronavirus stays there for a couple of days. Basta hindi lang nade-direct heat, they stay there for a couple of days, basta ganito yung heat, they stay there, and then pag nahawakan mo siya, fortunately, mapahid mo sa katawan mo, sa open mucus mo, then you will get the disease. So, then normal signs and symptoms, parang trangkaso. ubo, sipon, pananakit ng... Una muna dyan, sakit ng ulo, lagnat, tapos eventually magkakaubo ka. And then some, kung talagang positive yan of coronavirus, they become severe. And then parang nilagyan ng plema yung buong lungs mo. You stop breathing or you have shortness of breath, hindi mo siya mahahabol, they die of respiratory arrest. Based on emerging, as I've said, yung mga emerging, kaya natin sinasabing emerging, they change pattern. The information change pattern as we speak now. So, ibig sabihin na quarantine ka. Okay? There is very low data saying na pagka wala nang symptom yung tao, ay makakahawa pa siya. The only time na makakahawa ka is if you have the symptom. Yan yung mataas na transmission pattern. Pero pagka yung wala ka or na-quarantine ka na, napakababa ng chance na you'll be able to transmit it. Very popular now is the use of mask. Okay? As I've said, when the use of mask should be limited to, and this I will say with emphasis, should be limited to people who are sick. If you are sick, okay, wear mask. Okay? If you are not sick and you just want to go to places that are with many people, then avoid touching so many surfaces and wash your hand as soon as possible that you can do. Not necessarily with the mask. Kasi, as I've said, kung wala naman yung mga kasama mo, wala naman. And then, if you're sick, covered na yung mo, then magkahatching lang yan, uubo lang yan sa mask na yon. Okay. So, there's really no need to wear mask prophylactically, meaning you wear the mask, pag wala ka naman sakit. There's no need to do that. Kasi nga, it gives you that false hope or false assurance na, ay, hindi ako mahahawa. Ang problema kasi, pag naglagay ka ng mask, nilagay mo siyang ganyan, ang pagtanggal niyan, papaganito, sa likod. Huwag mo na siyang hawakan sa front. Kunyari, naglagay ka ng mask, huwag mo ibababa pa ganon. Kasi pag hinawakan mo siya, chances are, yung na-filter dyan, nahawakan mo na, tapos malalagay mo sa, kunyari, mo sa mata. So, do not do it this way. Okay? Pag sinuot mo siya, suot mo na lang siya hanggang sa hapon, alisin mo na siya, tapon mo na. So, ganun. That's why, needless to say, maaksaya kasi pagka mag-aano ka ng mask eh. Either or, you keep your environment safe, malinis siya, tapos siguraduhin mo na yung may mga taong may sakit, silang bigyan mo ng mask. Kasi, yung mga taong may sakit, they will protect themselves and the rest. Pero pag mga taong walang sakit, 50 yan or 100 tayo na magsuot ng mask, so which is more convenient. Yung isang may sakit or ano. Kaya nga isa yan sa mga initiative ng Singapore when they do na pag may sakit ka or may flu-like symptom ka, they send you home and they give you bonus. Okay. Isa yan sa mga criteria for the COVID-19, 2019. One criteria is if you have close contact. Ano yung close contact? You have been with a classroom with someone who had it. Kaya kunyari, you have been with a classroom. You had been with a restaurant area na, grabe ubo, grabe sipon. And then, not necessarily Chinese, but could be, let's say, friend mo na flight attendant. Tapos, nag-handle sila nito. All of a sudden, they started hatching. Ay, hindi, ano lang to, allergy, something. Hindi mo alam, yun pala. Okay, if you had that close contact, get a parang jot into your mind, ito may ubot sipon to the other day. And then try to see, na if this person becomes toxic, get yourself tested. Kasi technically, positive ka na sa isa, close contact. Kunyari, kumain kayo, samgipsal kayo or anything, kasama nyo ganyan. Tapos, if you develop symptoms like fever and then respiratory, minsan ubo, sipon, tapos may fever ka, tatlo na yun. Once mag-3 ka, you're already considered PUI, you go to the nearest hospital who can process you properly and lalo kung TMC, and then they can guide you on how to process, on how to be tested. Usually, they do the swab, DOH, Resu, Regional Epidemiologics and Surveillance Unit. Inaano nila yan sila. Sila yung test ka nila, and then kung pa-positive ka o hindi. So when you have close contact, hindi ka pa naman proven positive, and then you have 3 out of 4, then you are a PUI. And then if you have 2 out of 4, then you are PUM. PUM, person under monitoring, send home, quarantine yourself, or get yourself be rest, palakasin mo sarili mo, rest well. Okay, safe and crowded areas in place as long as you know the people you go into. Okay, so yun yung isa yun. Number 2 is if you praning ka dapat. Okay, isa yan sa mga sinasabi ko. You have to have that thinking na, oops, meron dito nag-uubo, meron dito nagsisipon. Okay, sabi nga nilang ganyan. It's a running joke among people. Ano ba tong NCOV na to? Sabi niya ganun. Parang The Voice, umubo lang ako, 4 na kagad na nag-turn. Di ba? Anyway, ang point doon is that kailangan praning ka. Pagka ubo mo, ta-turn mo yung mga ibang tao. And, yun. So, being paranoid, know the people who are sick. You should, pag crowded places, should know the people you are with. And then, wala nga, hindi, ano siya eh, ang emerging kasi with the air droplets. You can only spill air droplets about 1 meter away. Tapos kung meron pa yan, naka-mask na yan. And then, as much as possible, avoid confined spaces na maraming tao. Yun lang naman. Unless kilala mo nga yung mga tao mo. If you are sick, huwag ka nang pumunta. Kasi you might be harboring it, or you might be spreading it, or mapapraning lang sila. But if everybody is not sick, then it's okay. You go to churches, may lang yan. Tsaka kasi dito, what was good in the Philippines is that since January 31, we stopped receiving people from China or Taiwan or kung sino man yung meron. And then the only ones we receive are the people, OFW, Filipino who wants to go home. Yung mga ibang OFW nga, nagsa-second thoughts na sila umuwi muna. Why? Kasi alam nila maka-quarantine sila for 14 days. So they stay there, doon na lang sila, and then di pa silang babawasan ng sweldo. Yung iba, ganun ang ginagawa. Ngayon, yung gustong umuwi, sige, umuwi ka, quarantine ka dito. Tapos after that, you can go home. So yun. One thing nice about with Medical City Clark is we followed everything by the dot. Okay? And then, kasi we have a mother agency which is TMC Maine that provides us enough information. This information was cascaded through nurse managers or through managers, and with the support of our CEO and our medical director, sila ang nagsabi sa akin, go implement everything that we want to. Initially, dun sa implementation, medyo may challenge, but because of you guys, the awareness was there. We are technically parang on top of it. I'm not saying we are successful, but we're saying we're in the right direction. First is maging praning kayo when you are with people. Know the people you go with, and then keep yourself healthy, and then keep a healthy lifestyle, and then above everything else, pray na sana hindi ako mahawa. But yun lang. But again, TMC, our emergency department, our hospital is prepared to handle it. We might not be on top of it, but at least we're on the right direction. Again, this is Dr. Dave Gamboa from the Emergency Department of the Medical City Clark. We're not inviting you to go to our emergency department, but if you are sick and has some form of contact with these people, or with some people who are probably are with COVID-19, please feel free to be evaluated in our emergency department, and always keep yourself safe and healthy.